Chris, happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy
He's already had a happy birthday. This is getting late now. He's already had a birthday. But did you enjoy your birthday watching that?
Thank you very much, everyone. And yeah, I mean, it's my birthday, but I'm probably still going to get 2,000 dislikes. Then people will still probably want to test my jaw. But no, I appreciate everyone being nice. It's completely different off camera to what it is online in the comments. The people that I meet outside the ground, in the ground, just anywhere, are just so nice, and it's like they just want to have a chat, and it's like I've never had anything but, you know,
no one's come up to knock you out before.
No, well, I touch wood. No, people are genuinely really nice. And even I was in America recently, and you won't believe it, but I was getting recognised over there, and that's nothing to do with me. I'm no one special. This shows you the growth of ArsenalFanTV. I was in places like Minneapolis, in Miami, and like people coming up to me, and it's like, that's not me, that's you, man. And that made me think, like 4 years ago, you were getting like 50, 100 views per video. It was just you and Bully, essentially. And now you've had, correct me if I'm wrong, you've had over 140 million views ever. And it's like, it shows you how far you've come in such a short space of time.
Funny thing about, you know what, the funny thing is, Reading, that 7-5 game, that was our first ever video, right? Because we tracked down that fan. Remember that fan that they said left early? We tracked down that fan. And we did a video. That was our first ever video 4 years ago on ArsenalFanTV.
I'll speak about that game in a second, but I also want to say you are a pioneer in this industry, in fan TV.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, start crying and all that bollocks.
The only thing I
want to know about tonight.
All right, yeah. Well, it was a routine victory, and you know, but it's good because we've won 10 out of our last 12 in all competitions now, and we're into the last 8 of the competition where it's very much opened up for us in terms of the draw, because a lot of the big teams have been put against each other. So we should potentially take this even more seriously now, because it is a trophy that we haven't won for a long time. But yeah, as it was a low-key victory, I did find my mind wandering back to that game 4 years ago, and I was trying to count up roughly how many games I've been to in my life, and I reckon it's about 900 or so, give or take, probably coming up to 1,000 a year. And that game really does stand out as one of the most remarkable I've ever been to. It was just such an eventful night. People walking out at half-time from the Arsenal, when there were, I know that fan that you referenced, but people genuinely were walking out. 2 last-minute goals, and it's the first time in my life I've ever got a shirt. Right, I'd never get the shirt, but I was at the front. Yeah, I got Coquelin's shirt at the 90th minute. Unfortunately, there was extra time. The one time I get a shirt, I had to give it back because the idiot was still stupid to realise that he had another 30 minutes to play. But yeah, that was an incredible occasion. Even Tremek scored twice. Now, on to tonight. Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain is obviously the massive plus out of tonight, because you know he's scored 5 goals this season now, and that's more than any Arsenal season ever, and it's only October. So, I mean, I was thinking this before tonight, but he really should be given a run in the team now over Iwobi. Nothing against Iwobi, but Oxlade-Chamberlain's on form.
Do you think the only thing with Ox, when you compare him to Iwobi, what I think Wenger looks at sometimes is Iwobi's decision making is a bit better than Ox. I think Ox is one of the most talented players in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But his final ball sometimes and decision making is what lets him down sometimes, and maybe that is why he doesn't get that place.
Yeah, it's unfair to compare them like for like, because they are different players and they do offer different things. Like Iwobi does give us something that no one in the squad does, in my opinion, but he is still young. He's like 19. He's still developing. We can't rely on him 3 times a week. Yes, I agree, definitely an important part of the team / squad, but not first team regular like an Ozil or Sanchez. And Oxlade-Chamberlain needs a run of games. He's never really had that run of games over his Arsenal career, in my opinion.
So you think time for him to be in there?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about Iwobi is he's not scoring goals for us. So, you know, and Oxlade-Chamberlain is. So, and it did strike me as slightly alarming the other day when I heard Oxlade-Chamberlain's interview on Soccer AM, where, rightly so, in my opinion, he's potentially thinking about moving away from Arsenal if he doesn't get the first team chances. And
well, he's got to earn it, though. Yeah, but you know, say you're going to move away, you've got to earn it.
I know.
You know, he didn't earn it last year.
No, I agree.
And he started off the season. I saw the interview and I was thinking to myself, you started off the season last year as the starting player. I know you got that injury, but you had that position and he dropped the ball.
But he has had injuries, first of all, and as I said, he's never had that run in the team. He's got people like Alexis and Ozil who are definitely in front of him. But also, he does have all the attributes he said to be a great player. I love him. And, you know, I also think that these homegrown players need to be looked upon in their own bracket, because players like Theo, Wilshere, Oxlade-Chamberlain, you have to have 8 out of 25 in every squad that is homegrown, like over 21. And so when people are moaning about these English players, they very much have to be looked upon out of all the other English players. And like, who would you replace these guys with if you do let them go? Because you have to meet the quota of having the number of English players in your squad. So, I mean, off the top of my head, like Kane and Sturridge, maybe, but they're unobtainable. I know you've got like Bellerin who counts on that, but no, for me, Oxlade-Chamberlain definitely, you know, should be playing, and you know, he's on confidence right now, and you know, I think it could be a good season for him. He's only 23. He's yet to reach his peak.
Perez, yeah, he never really looked too good today. I'm not gonna lie. I have to be honest. He was poor, fam. You get me? He looked. He looked poor today, fam. You know.